but I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight.
You can. It's whenever I want to.
One fresh shockwaves are shaking the boxing world after new training clips of Floyd Mayweather Jr. at 48 went viral, showing the legend still razor sharp. The footage sparked a storm of debate, with some fans daring to dream about a fantasy fight against Terrence Crawford. But insiders and ex-bros quickly sounded alarms, warning Crawford to stay away. Their message is clear: Mayweather's reflexes, speed, and defensive genius haven't faded nearly as much as people think, and sharing the ring with him is still a dangerous gamble.
Terrence Crawford would beat a prime Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight, but Crawford, master thinker just like Floyd. What the advantage that Floyd has is that he has great defense. The advantage that Crawford has is that he not only can fight orthodox, he can also he's versatile. He can fish the southpaw stance. And we all know that Floyd don't like to fight southpaws. We know that. What happens when you have a guy just as smart as you are and able to make adjustments like Crawford? What happens when you have a guy that can hurt you with either hand? A guy that's powerful and strong like Crawford. A guy that's quick as Crawford. A guy that can fight you in the pocket. A guy that knows how to execute that Philly shell. He knows how to bust through that. He'll have enough to beat Floyd, and he'll have enough to gain respect and hurt Floyd too. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he'll win in close decisions. Hey, I want to know what everybody else thinks.
Isn't about doubting Crawford's greatness. He's widely seen as today's pound-for-pound king. But Mayweather remains a unique puzzle. Even past his prime, Floyd could neutralize opponents, control the tempo, and frustrate elite fighters like no one else. Veterans argue Crawford's style of breaking opponents down might fail against Floyd's defensive web, leaving him struggling to land clean shots or set his rhythm.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if we go back to the resume,
but you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his fault.
Mayweather's current training explains why so many pros urge caution. Despite retirement, he still hits mitts daily, works pads with blistering reflexes, and keeps his body sharp through high-rep drills, cardio, and movement rather than heavy lifting. At 48, his routine is built for longevity, keeping him fit enough to tease the idea of another mega.
So I want to make sure that I eat the right foods, because I take care of my body. You know, even since I've been out here, I make sure, you know, I go for a jog. Probably not like I did when I was competing. I do like a little 4 miles. Try to do 450 push-ups.
No.
450 sit-ups, yeah.
Well, you keep funny hours. Like even watching the All Access stuff with you keep real funny hours. Like why you want to sleep at 9 a.m. to 3 and then be up all night running around the streets? Like, have you always kept funny hours? You keep funny hours.
Remember, we work hard to become our own boss so we can do what we want to do. The ultimate goal is to go to sleep when you want to and wake up when you want to. See, when you don't wake up when you want to, then guess what? Somebody's controlling you. And I don't want to be controlled because I want to be my own boss.
After Crawford's historic win over Canelo to become undisputed super middleweight champion, Floyd told TMZ, "The best man won." He praised the fight for bringing excitement to boxing and hinted that Canelo's where and Tier might be catching up. Mayweather left the door open for a rematch, saying, if they want it, it could happen. If not, they'll keep it moving.
On Saturday night, even though I think a lot of people who were fans were not exactly sure, would Canelo win? Would Bud be big enough, strong enough to handle Canelo's power? Well, the answer to that question was yes. I saw you placed a bet, won a lot of money. Congratulations. What are your thoughts? What was your reaction to the fight, Floyd, as you watched Bud and Canelo in there on Saturday?
Oh, it's good for boxing. It was exciting. The best man won.
Is Canelo washed up now at 35 years old?
Oh, you know, I don't know. You know, boxing is a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe so. I'm not really sure.
Would you be interested in seeing a rematch, or would the fight be the same? Would it ultimately end up the same way?
I don't know. It's up to those two guys. You know, they want to do a rematch. Do a rematch. If not, keep it moving.
Would you watch it or not any real interest?
I'm pretty sure I'll watch it if they did it again. I'm pretty sure I would.
Yet Mayweather has often downplayed wins over Canelo. He's called Canelo easy work, mocking the idea that beating him proves greatness. Floyd insists Canelo was still young and developing when they fought, and that beating him doesn't automatically crown someone the best. These remarks sound less like criticism of Crawford and more like Mayweather defending his legacy.
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Some analysts agree, arguing that even with Crawford's perfect record and undisputed reign, he still hasn't eclipsed Mayweather's 50-0. They claim to surpass Floyd. Crawford must add more defining fights like against David Benavidez, one of the most dangerous and physically imposing fighters in the sport today.
Canelo's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what they're gonna say, well now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
7 Jeff. Mayweather praised Crawford's skills and dominance, but drew a hard line when comparing him to Floyd. He argued Floyd remains the safer pick in a prime versus prime debate. Jeff dismissed Canelo's comments, saying fighters often elevate themselves by comparing to legends. In his eyes, Crawford is intelligent, but no one surpasses Floyd's defense.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What, 20 something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, very, very young in the game, obviously.
Very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
a man that was 30-something years old, 36.
Well, Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people.
How you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so, and that's why Canelo was saying what he's saying.
Want
to make himself look like he did something great.
Even before Crawford fought Canelo, Jeff Mayweather suggested a win could spark calls for something bigger, a showdown with Floyd himself. He said Crawford's greatness might force fans to demand it, especially since Floyd remains in remarkable shape. For Crawford, chasing history, that kind of clash would be irresistible.
Like the Magic 8 Ball? Do you think that'd be something in his
I don't necessarily think that is something that he's looking for, but I mean, of course, if he gets past Canelo, he can fight as many bums as he wants to, just to make the record.
Do you think he would do that, or do you think he would?
I don't know. He seemed like he's a class act, and he seemed like he'll do whatever he feels, but I don't know. I mean, at what you said, 37?
37, yeah.
37? Yeah, that's still a lot of fights though.
But legends like Roy Jones Jr. question Floyd's resume. Jones argues that many of Mayweather's biggest wins came against opponents past their prime, or not at their peak. He contrasts that with fighters like Pacquiao, who regularly took on top rivals in their best years. To Jones, Mayweather's 50-0 is impressive, but not the final word on greatness.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5.
10.
He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further.
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his
Pacquiao,
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
And so here's the question. Does Mayweather's unmatched defense still set him apart? Or has Crawford